Yeah, this
It's
is.
too much.
Uh,
Wow.
I think, yeah, the players from the Romantic era would absolutely love this game, right? Your
Oof.
Chick Orens and your Paul Morphys.
Beautiful.
This is beautiful
Beautiful.
stuff.
Yeah. Chess, nonsense, and analysis.
Yes, here we are again. What are we
Yes.
looking at today?
Well, today you have to please tell us what happened, because you had a journey to Langebaan for the ladies' championship.
Yep.
And what happened?
Yeah, so we were there for the Western Cape Women's Month Chess Tournament, and it was an exciting event. They really do take care of the players there. We had, there was what they call, what is this? They invited the ladies and everybody basically over for you call this not a meet and drink, but something like that during the event, right after the second round or some after the third or fourth round, and
Right.
yeah, beautiful trophies, beautiful medals, players from all over, and we had a stream about this or a recording about this a couple sessions ago, but now the tournament is done.
Right.
And I would like to give the results for the elite section, which is the female section, and then we'll just touch on something else as well. But for now, let's see. So there were 2 players after 6 rounds. There were 2 players on 4.5 out of 6, and on tie break here, we have WIM Annika Duplessis. Well done. And second place on the same score is WCM Natasha Hubert. Well done to her as well. So those were the 2 players on 4.5. And third place, we had the defending champion WCM Rebecca Selkirk on 4 points. And we had 2 other players, number 4, Mbalentle Cindy and Jackie Grobbelaar on 4 and 5. Respectively.
Okay.
So seems like a quite a well or hard fought event. Well done to all the players. Also just a mention here, I think Amy Liu, the 12-year-old girl, she ended up on 7th position. So I'm sure she's got a lot of chess to still come. Of course, my wife, I have to squeeze that in. She ended 6th. So well done to Robin as well. Interesting stuff, and we have a new ladies Western Cape champion over there, and I want to report something else as well. The advanced section was quite a tough looking section, so the open section basically, and the top seed in that section was Matt Firogov. We all know him now. He plays for Manyanani, and I believe originally from Russia, and so very exciting player. Since the time that I've known him and seen him play, this guy's chess is there's fire on the board, and I'm not sure when I think he came onto this chess scene here in Cape Town a couple of years ago, and I think he maybe won the Kraaifontein Open or something out of nowhere with a very low rating, and he just smashed the field. And here I got to watch a few of his games again, and he won this tournament, being the top seed. He won the event with full score, 6 out of 6.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So
well done to Matthew.
Yeah, well done. Brilliant achievement. And just a last fun fact about that event, he actually got to play. Did he play both his brothers? I think he did. But in the last round, he played his younger brother, Evgeny. So interesting stuff over there. And we've got a very, very nice sample game for the viewers today to have a look at that Matthew played. So
I can't wait.
Yeah, I think without any more delays, let's jump over to the board.
All right.
Okay, so let's just shift this over here. And yeah, so Madvi, very attacking player. He certainly tries to, I think, surprise his opponents with his stuff. What he plays, it seems like he knows really well. And I've seen him play this opening before, and he's got the white pieces against Mark Lewis. We all know Mark as well. Strong senior player.
Former SA senior champion, yeah.
Yes. So this was a key encounter, and I'm not sure which round it was, but yeah, let's have a look. Well, probably was around 4 or 5, I would say. Let's have a look. So e4 c5, knight c6, and we have, what do you call this? The wing gambit. What?
The wing gambit. Yeah.
And it's, you have so many different ways of playing it. White can play a3 on move 2. White can play b4 also on move 2. Yeah, it's an interesting moment. White is saying you can take the pawn with the pawn or the knight. It's your choice.
Right.
So Mr. Lewis decides to take with the knight, avoiding the doubled pawns, c3. And of course, White is doing this just to gain a bit of time and get the big center, put black under pressure, all at the cost of a pawn. So takes, and black decides to strike back with d5, very natural response. Takes, knight c3, queen to a5, punning the knight. And you know what? I actually had this position a couple of times in a few blitz games, Watu, as black. Right. And most of the times the players play bishop to d2, and your queen feels uncomfortable. And must say, I don't like that position anyway for black, being the pawn up, especially in the blitz game. But what surprised me here is so in this position, White decided to ignore the queen that's punning the knight and play a rook to b1. So nice. What's going on here? First thing that I did when I checked this game out, that I checked if this is not maybe a typo or something. It's a mistake or what's going on here. And black in turn, so Mr. Lewis played bishop to f5, declining the offer of this knight. So you have to, of course, ask yourself what's going to happen after queen takes knight. Have a look. Let's see. So of course, White needs to block with the bishop, right? And where's the queen going? The queen only has one square.
a3.
Queen to a3, and White would then follow up with pawn to d5. I'm pretty sure Madvi would know this. That's why he's going for this. And okay, he's threatening to get his piece back. And he's got good development. His rook is already active. White needs to now move the knight again. Or maybe if White is very weary, perhaps White should just give the material back over here. But I looked at some sample line. Let's say White just plays knight to b8. Then White has a very nice move over here. Queen to c2, threatening the bishop. Undefended bishop. And let's say the bishop moves. Then we have bishop to b4, and the queen is trapped. So a neat little line over there, right?
Right, nice.
And okay, black does not need to know all of these lines to realize that this is a lot of headache, basically, going into this stuff. The ancient doesn't seem to be bothered that much. He just says queen takes, knight, bishop d2, queen a3, and he gives some zeros, or yeah, very close to equal. So and by the way, perhaps knight f6. Perhaps knight f6 is a way to go and just continue development. But if you are not prepared for this as black, you need to now move your way through all of the complications, and White being active. This is
not easy.
Interesting practical opening here by White. So queen to a, okay, so what happens? So rook to b1. Black doesn't want the knight. He goes bishop f5. Rook takes b7, gets played. Still, white is not
Offers in
bothered
the
about
night anyway.
knight again, right? And this time around, Mr. Lewis could not refuse. He could not
Right.
refuse that knight. So he captured bishop d2, and maybe this is what motivated him. He's now kind of forcing down a
Exchange
trade.
queens out of danger, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So white is a piece down, but d5 still happens. And yeah, black probably can't move the knight, right?
No, I cannot see it.
I mean,
because
the knight doesn't have good squares. It's got nothing.
No.
d8, b8. d8, you get mated already.
Yep. Yep.
You don't want to go back to b8 as well. This bishop is also ready to get involved. So
it's a very stressful game for black.
Ooh. Yes, so bishop a4, pawn takes knight, white gets his piece back, and so this
he's not letting you settle at all. Not letting you play.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this is maybe a moment where black can maybe think, okay, I've weathered the storm.
I'm out of it.
I'm hitting the rook. Once the rook moves, I can maybe think about continuing with development, right? So
maybe even castle long. Maybe even castle long or something.
Right. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. There we go. And this is maybe just a moment. I would like to ask the viewers, so you can take a moment, just pause the video, and try to find a good move for white. How did Rogov continue in this position? So yeah, I don't know. This is I must say, this opening even and the style of play. I've seen you do stuff like this before. This is slightly out of my comfort zone. Let's just call it that. I would not. I will be very prepared. Let's just say that I will be very prepared if I go into something like this. Otherwise, you must have a great feel. Tactically,
this type of chess, you're absolutely right. I sometimes do play, and the point is though is that it's not that you don't care about the result, but you understand the element of stress that you are giving the opponent, because this is basically a dangerous chess for both. Yes. It's dangerous for yourself and for your opponent.
Yes.
And I've seen in many cases when I play like that, the opponent looks at you like, why are you doing this to us?
Yeah, I think I've given you that stare before. Yeah.
Yes. Many times.
Yeah. So
I can feel it's the same in this game. I think he's just. Matthew is not letting Mr. Mark Lewis rest here for a second. It's just on him.
Yeah.
And
one thing I can just add to that as well, to the players that want to attack like this, you must have that absolute belief that your attack is going to work. You have to have confidence in your pieces. You have to have confidence. You cannot for one moment slow down. And at this very moment, Rogov is not interested at all in moving backward. So I think this move deserves, I don't know what, an exclamation or a double exclamation, but the following move, if the viewers have not figured it out by now, is knight to e5. Whew. So again, ignoring the threat on the rook. Wow. Nice.
Oh, man.
Yeah, not looking backward, right? Just forward, just going forward. 95 hitting the bishop. What are you going to do?
It's a move you don't want to face. This is,
So black has no choice, really, right? Or does he have a choice?
Can black castle long? Question.
Castle long. Okay, interesting. Wait, castle long, knight takes c6. Knight takes c6.
Is it allowed? No, king takes b7.
Knight takes d8 check. Knight takes f7.
Oh, and then knight takes f7. Ooh. And then knight takes f7. Let's just show that
Nice.
variation.
Yeah, let's see. So long castle,
If black
threatening the
castle
rook,
goes,
right?
knight takes c6,
If king
king
takes
takes,
b7.
then knight takes t8 check, and then knight takes f7.
And the other rook drops as well. Wow.
You know what it reminds me of that night? Do you remember that game, Pac-Man?
Yes. Yes. And the rooks are the big balls. The rooks are the big ones. So,
the big ones.
Yeah. So, a very, very enterprising stuff here. Beautiful stuff here by Madfi.
Nice.
Inspiring,
nice.
Actually. 95.
Very nice.
Bishop takes
very
rook.
Nice.
Bishop b5 check. And you know what? For a glimpse, because I walked past here and the board, and for a glimpse, I thought, okay, maybe knight takes f7. You get the rook on h8, and the knight will escape right on f7. But white gives another check, king c8, and in true romantic style, white is not interested in the rook in the corner and simply castles.
Beautiful.
That's certainly not a move that black wants to see as well, right? Wow.
Too much.
Wow.
It's too much.
Yeah,
it's too much. Wow.
I think the players from the romantic era would absolutely love this game, right? Your Chikorans and your Paul Morphys. This is beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So what is black to do? His king is naked. He has no time to develop, really. These pieces on the king side are frozen. And white's simply castled to get the rook involved, right? So
this is wrong.
a6.
Mm-hmm.
We have another check. Okay, and then black plays bishop c6. So if king b8, right? So the bishops are carving up the board. If king to b8, we've got a mate in 2, right? 97. And that's a beautiful mate over there.
Oh my goodness.
So bishop c6 was played, and after rook takes c6, black resigned over there. So wow, bravo to Madfi for producing that one over there. This was part of his 6 out of 6 at this advanced section at the event. So,
very nice game.
Good stuff.
I mean, I'm sorry. It's so entertaining. But I mean, a game like that. I just imagine Mr. Mark Lewis, that sleeping, and then the nightmares, with the bishops.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, he never let him go. I mean, it's just never let him settle. I mean,
Yeah,
wow,
this was a rough one. I'm sure Mr. Lewis will revise this one and come back with a response to the wing gambit. But for now, this is certainly a gem for this year, 2024. I would say. I love it. So I think Mr. Lewis did recover though, and he did end up doing well in the event until the last round, I think. But yeah.
Yep.
Well done to Madfi, and
well done.
Yeah, Madfi has certainly been displaying great chess in the Western Cape, and I believe last year in the Moya, and he's just moving up. So all the best, and we are very happy also to have him at Manjanari Chess Club. So good stuff, and thanks to Madfi. I asked him actually to since he won the event full score, I asked him to give me any game that he wants, and this is the one that he sent to me. So thanks to Madfi. Shout out to Madfi for
thank you, Madfi. Beautiful
for handing in the game. We certainly enjoyed this one. I hope the viewers enjoyed it as well. If you have any comments, if you have any improvements from the game or anything at all, throw it in the comment section. Is that all the nonsense we have for today?
That is all the brilliant nonsense we have.
Indeed, indeed. That's it. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everyone. And we will see you for the next one. Cheers.